investigate, they're going to find the truth and tell you straight. They're exploring themselves and the universe. Andrew's spoiled, Charlie's even worse. The meaning of life, they're going to find out. So sit back and listen, you big trout. That's it up from me anyway. What the bloody hell? They're investigating today.
Memories are not simply a fact sheet for our past. They are fundamental in constructing who we are today. Indeed, without memories, we wouldn't have personalities, culture, societies, or even a basic understanding of how to survive in the world. Yet despite the foundational nature of their importance to our behaviour, memories are ethereal, nebulous, and consistently proven to be entirely false. Perhaps then, we're simply basing the decisions of our reality on an inaccessible dream. So how are memories constructed? And how are they stored? What is the purpose of our memories deceiving us? How much should we trust our collective memories to construct our societal future? And how can we know if we've forgotten something if we can't remember what we forget? Tell me on some of these questions. I'm joined by Charlie Milner, who often seems like my imaginary friend who I've misremembered into adulthood. Charlie, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
What happened an hour ago, Charlie?
I was having lunch and I was calling the tax man.
What happened yesterday?
I bought yogurt and nicotine patches.
And what happened on the 15th of April 2015?
I don't know.
Well, that was the bombing of the Boston Marathon, Charlie, where 3 people were killed and 281 seriously injured. So
Right.
Would you say that you've got quite a selfish memory then?
I just need to know what I've done.
What?
I need to remember what
Are you
I've
suggesting you did the Boston Marathon?
No, I'm not saying that.
Not that you didn't run in it, you bombed it.
I didn't bomb it or run or do it. I had nothing to do with that.
Look into the camera and say you've had no part in any of the
I wouldn't
Boston
know
Marathon.
anything about that, and I had no part in the Boston bombing.
Right, yeah, memory. What's your fucking life with memory? What's going on? What's happening? How are you with memory?
I am good. I'm good. I'm excited about the new year.
Early check-in. How's Charlie's emotions?
I am tired, but then I had lunch with you and it made me less, and now I feel pretty full of beans and I'm ready to do a podcast. I did have a kind of moment of sort of existential dread when I was bleaching my toilet and like getting a line back. I was like, for fuck's sake, I've got to
Back
do this.
in London.
I have to do this all over again for another million years.
Right, so Christmas is a time when your parents clean up your shit for you.
No, it's
And
more
drive
of a-
you around.
No.
Oh, I had to clean up my own shit. God, I hate being back in London. It means I have to clean up my own poo.
No.
Horrible.
It's more of a symbolic tonal message that I'm trying to deliver here,
Right.
Rather than a kind of literal one. I wipe my own
Gotcha.
bum.
Yes. No one was suggesting wiping. It was cleaning up in the
Well,
bowl.
That neck of the woods.
Yes.
Or that neck of that
What
bum
did you just say to me before we went on? I don't want to talk about poo this year.
I don't.
So, yes, you feel like it's a
feel
bit
alright.
sad to be back in London.
I feel a bit
you have
morose.
a fond memory of Christmas in the Christmas period, but now the memory has fizzled.
Yes.
And here you are in the cold, hard reality.
Not to be confused with mammary, which is anything to do with
Breasts?
a milk producing part of the body. So with your cow, it's your udder.
We're defining terms at the top of this episode. This
not
is
talking
about memory.
Not mammary.
So this will be about recalling events that have happened in the past rather than any organ that produces milk.
My most direct example of changing a memory, I wore this Cookie Monster costume into the city centre when I was 14, and I thought I just gave everyone biscuits and everyone was loving it, but it turns out that people were like pelting me with these cookies.
So it was completely the opposite.
And I was actually being kind of abused
Right.
in the street.
Well, false memories often come from blocking out trauma, so it does make sense.
What's your memory? How is your memory?
Fucking awful. It's getting bad. I'm not really enjoying it.
And is that a good thing?
Yes, it's brilliant, Charlie. It's really, really good. I'm hoping that my memory gets so awful that I can't even remember what day it is.
We're a pro Alzheimer's pod.
We're pro Alzheimer's, but anti-dementia.
to be
To be confusing.
to the people with Alzheimer's.
Yeah. They're confused by a fucking kettle. Yeah, no, it's getting worse. I don't think it's getting better.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
I think it's impossible.
I am forgetting like names of things. I'm forgetting words every now and again, which I'm not enjoying.
Such as?
Arbitrate.
Okay, I've not heard that one.
Well, okay. There you go. I'm not forgetting like dog or mad.
No, that would be really concerning.
But like there's sometimes I'm saying something and I go, what's that word? And I know the word, but it'll take me too long to get the word, so I have to bail on the word.
Yeah.
I'm walking into my toilet going, what am I meant to be doing here? I know weeing is the obvious answer, but...
Yeah. I imagine we're getting worse. There's no... When does our memory start?
It's not going to get better.
But it must improve, because when you're a baby, you don't have any memory, right?
All right, so we're going from baby.
Well,
from our age now, it only gets worse.
But the curve, because as a baby, are you essentially a goldfish? Do you have any memory? Or is it just like procedural, see the boob? eat
I
the
think it's just shapes and colours at that point.
Just quickly on that note, what is the maximum age that you think is acceptable to breastfeed?
I don't know anything about kids, essentially. I'm now growing to learn about kids because my sister has one. But like with ages and this stuff, I haven't got a clue. I would say, do you want me to guess? From a basic idea, I don't really know how big a 4-year-old is, to be honest. 4 sounds, maybe 3, 2. I was going to say.
I think 3 is probably the max.
When-
Get some big 3-year-olds though.
Could 3-year-olds walk?
Yeah, more than. There's
More than
1-year-olds.
They can fly.
They can fly.
They can fly. I don't know, man. If they can walk, I think you shouldn't be able to walk up and suck on a tit.
I did hear this horror story, which might well be a myth, but it might also be true. And where basically this guy, on his wedding day, his wife walked in on him on his mum's lap, suckling, and she kind of came in and was like, "What the fuck is going on?" And he had to just rip his mouth out and
milk everywhere,
wipe the milk off his brow.
Where did you hear this?
And be like, "It's not. It's a comfort thing. It's not a sexual thing. It's like having a dummy."
We promised this episode wasn't going to be about mammary, but we've spoken a lot about breast milk.
Is it? Yes, but I think it feels relevant, and
It
that's
does.
an important
It does,
story
yeah.
to ensure that if you are getting married, do make sure your partner doesn't breastfeed his mum. What is your earliest memory?
I think that anyone who says that they know the answer to this is lying. Maybe not lying, but anyone who thinks like that who says I definitely know it's this. No, you fucking don't. What a load of shite. Most of them are probably made up. I have a very, very, very vague recollection of me being underneath a Christmas tree.
As a gift?
Not as a... I mean, it could explain some things. I could have been gifted by my true family to my current family.
Ta-da.
And instead of... Just like they wrapped me up and I was under there for like a week. I remember being underneath a Christmas tree and then fucking... That was it. But I think that's bullshit.
Okay.
I can't remember.
I
have no idea what my earliest memory was.
I think my earliest one was... there was this girl who I literally have never seen her since this event, where she moved into my village and I sort of fancied her. I would have been like 3 or 4, and I kind of...
You fancied her? No, you didn't fancy her at 3 or 4.
Yeah, I did.
No, you don't.
Well, I liked her. I took a big shine to her.
Okay, I don't think you fancy anyone at
I
3.
really liked her then.
Okay,
I don't
fine.
know how I felt. I liked her, or I enjoyed her company.
Yes.
For whatever that's worth.
Sure.
And I, in my head, was imagining our life together, and when we grow up and have a family of our own. But I was literally like 3 or 3.
What? Your first memory is thinking about having
I was
kids.
building a life with this girl, and she does. I emailed her a bit when I was a bit older.
When you were 3?
No.
Were you the most adult child in the world to email a fellow
My
3-year-old going, well, "Dear Charlotte, RE, our future. Dear Charlotte, it's been wonderful observing you come into the village. You've added quite the spice into the normal mundane village life. And I'd just like to say how beautiful a present you've been. Anyway, to my point, would you consider settling down and having children with me one day? I understand we're 3
Yours.
years old. Yours, Charlie Milner, potty training.
Potty trailer. Landline.
Landline. You
my
can
mother.
reach me at
Yeah, that's my earliest memory, and it's quite a fond one.
Your earliest memory is wanting to settle down and have kids. That's fucking ridiculous. I don't believe you. Do you know what I mean?
True, no, but I mean that's what I've got.
No, but yeah, I know. But
You don't fucking believe me.
I don't believe you.
I genuinely loved her.
I don't think that's your. I know you. I'm sure you loved her, but do you know what I mean? I'm not sure that's your actual first memory.
However, interestingly, now I've done some research. You'll be shocked to hear, and there's a condition which less than 100 people in the world have, and a woman called Jill Fox has it in America. She's an author, a troubled author, and it's called hyperthermia. Not hypothermia. I am just gonna have to get this.
She's not just
right.
really cold all the time.
She's freezing.
Yeah.
The condition is called hyperthymesia.
Right.
And it basically means that you can recall nearly every day of your whole life since childhood.
Jesus.
And apparently it's a massive nightmare, and it's not. It's rather than a superpower. Part of me feels like that would be kind of an amazing. You're essentially kind of a computer.
Yes.
But the other part of me imagines that would be terribly heavy. That would weigh heavy on you.
Yeah, I guess so. But does she have to recall?
I think she just can't help it.
You can't help it.
herself.
Like when a memory
She
comes
loves
up. But that's every day.
Every day.
Because then, I mean, memories come up all in like random places anyway, but they come up consistently. It's how we engage with the external world around us. It's kind of interpreting what our own system is of our previous experience. So she must be reminded by everything all the time.
All the bad things she's
you
ever
see
said.
like one, if you see like a shoe.
That reminds me of 2002.
Yeah.
January 3rd.
Wait. She's just walked into the street and she sees a green citrus.
I battered my mum with a green citrus.
Jesus
Look,
Christ! They battered my mother.
Jill.
I know you're Jill, but don't do Jill like that.
Okay.
Well, she ran her over.
I ate a dodgy curry and it was green and it gave me the runs.
I guess so. And then shat yourself in a green citron, maybe.
Oh, citrus! I thought you said citrus.
So you thought I said you go out into the road. And then you see a green citrus. What's a green citrus?
Lime?
Yeah, I guess you're not wrong, but are you really right? Lime?
Oh, yes.
Well, that's interesting. Yeah, well, photographic memory. You know, what's going on there?
Yes.
It's a tough one. I think it's hard to say it without being a cunt. Do you know what I mean? I don't think I've ever heard anyone say I've got a photographic memory without being a smug little bitch. The only problem is it's a hard thing to try and say it non-smugly. Okay, it's just naturally come up in conversation. Wait, hold on. I'm going to be like, my memory's just getting really bad at the moment. How's yours?
I've got a photographic memory.
Oh, is that really hard for you? Yeah. Why?
It's just such a burden.
Why?
I can remember everything. I don't forget any of
What are you trying to forget?
my entire life.
Your whole life? You've done nothing of substance in your whole life. What have you been doing so horribly for your whole life? Hurting people? What have you been doing to them?
I've hurt so many people.
I don't like this anymore. Okay, now try and do it normally. Genuinely, okay.
Ready? Let's go.
Yeah, my memory it keeps on getting worse for some reason. I'm not really sure. Maybe I need to take like the lines, man. How's your
sorry
memory?
to hear that. I've got a photographic memory.
There you go. Cunt. Smug. It's tough.
Yeah, I do know. I don't think
Let
I've
me try it.
Have you heard? Hey, my memory is so. I think I might have early onset dementia. Well, how's your memory?
Shit.
What, who are you?
Weirdly, it's odd for me. But I've got a photographic memory.
Do you? Can I?
Yeah.
Can
you borrow it?
Can I
No,
have it?
it's not how it works.
Could you come to mine?
Yes, I can come to yours.
I love you.
And yes, now this is married.
We're married.
Okay.
And we live happily ever after.
And I will remember all of the things.
I'll forget it all, but I'll remember your scent. I remember how you smell.
Yeah, but that implies I've left. Anyway, that's good. Okay. Yes. Would you like a photographic memory if you had the choice?
I've never met anyone with a photographic memory.
I have.
Who's that?
A photocopier.
Are you joking?
Yes. No, I met a photocopier.
I guess we all.
I guess in some ways.
Can you meet an object?
No. Next question.
You know what I often
Go on, meet that mug.
Hello. I think
that's the end of
you're
that.
very pretty.
It's always sexual with you.
No, I just appreciate art.
I've met someone with a photographic memory. It was in America.
What were they up to?
We were at the bar.
We're just remembering everything.
She was just scanning the menu going, I'll remember that tomorrow.
Really?
No.
I'm thinking, where are they all hiding, these photographic memory people? You know what?
They're not friends with you.
No, they're not. I have dementia.
This is why they're not. Imagine if you got a photographic memory hanging out, to be fair with either of us.
There are these guys that can remember. There's a guy, I will get his name wrong. He competes in these kind of memory competitions, and he can remember pi up to like 30,000 digits or something.
30,000.
Something insane. And I think they use like mind palaces. But I think me and you, if I may, I think
Please.
we've kind of got like mind
sheds,
toilets. Or or mind shed, maybe. Mind flat, mind cottage.
Yes,
but we definitely
cottage is far too nice.
Well, we haven't got
a shed. It's
we've
not
got a mind shed. We've got a mind shed, and we like it here, but we
those
can't.
Who dementia have a
we
mind.
We do
toilet.
not know what's going on out there. Whereas these mind palace people have got. It's like I do love the naming of that.
Mind palace.
It's a great name as far as names go.
Okay, yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, I don't mind it.
There's nothing else that's named is even nearly as nice.
As a mind palace.
It's perfect.
What are your thoughts on mind maps?
No, nowhere near.
No.
Mind palace is classy.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense. You're storing all your memories. You're hoarding riches in there.
Would you say you've got any sort of... Do you ever go to a place in your head to remember?
Nope. It's potluck with me. It's pure stab in the dark all the time. Hopefully, if something comes, great.
Rummaging around the shed.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like the light. There's a swinging light bulb on the shed that's kind of flickery. I'm in there to get a spanner. I'm probably going to come out with a hammer, but at the end of the day, I'll blag it. I'll blag that the spanner is a hammer and get the screw in a different manner.
Yes, yeah.
There's a lot of rhyming in that.
Me too.
Try and remember something.
All right. What? Like what?
I don't understand.
Like what?
What were you doing on your 13th birthday?
Don't remember.
Who the fuck remembers shit like that? You know what I'm also terrible at is fucking like years. I see fucking old people who go like, oh yeah, in 1982, me and your grandmother went. I guess he's my granddad now. Went on a cruise.
Yeah.
Like, how do you remember the fucking year? I cannot remember when COVID was. 2019, I think.
Roughly, yeah. I know what you mean.
But that was an easy one. When did the Queen die?
2023?
It could be right. Maybe no, that's wrong.
Earlier?
22. I don't know.
Maybe.
Don't know.
Queen Mother died.
But if we can't remember that in 2026, then what are we doing here?
The reason why people of an older generation can remember things like the exact year that they were in Brighton fucking Pier,
Pencils.
Yeah, is because maybe they didn't have nearly as many things going on then, and I said that without not unpatronisingly, but they're not flying off. Okay, well, I stand by.
You think my grandma didn't have stuff going on in the 80s?
She's got stuff going on. She's obviously got a lot on her plate, but she's not like flying off to fucking like Tenerife to go in the water park, is she? She's like,
that's really low stakes.
Well, she's not got that many plans.
You don't think people went on holidays in the 80s?
They did, but nowhere near as many. And also, it was.
Do you think the biggest impediment to our memory is the amount of holidays we go on?
And they didn't have mobiles. They were really on their paper diaries. So they were just in England on paper diaries. So of course,
I agree with the look. They wrote everything down in like a calendar. I think introducing holidays into the conversation is confusing it.
They didn't have.
I don't forget things because I went to Centre Parks fairly near the event. I'll be like, I wish I could remember. I was just in the Canary Islands for so long.
Nowadays, we've got, it's such a globalized world. And we're flying all over the shop. The shop being the planet.
So you're really like your thing is that because we're flying everywhere.
Yeah, it's like we've just got so much more stuff going on. Whereas before it was like you're going to
What
Skegness.
stuff do you have going on that your great grandmother didn't have?
I've been to Tenerife Water Park. And she definitely hasn't.
So
I've been to.
So going on a week's holiday every year.
I can get the train to France.
You can, but you haven't.
She probably had to get a boat. It took a long time. I can get a flight to New York if I wanted to. She'd have to get a 2-month fucking.
So why
boat.
Why does your semi-frequent holidays mean that you can't remember what you were doing on your 13th birthday?
Me?
No, the person sitting behind you.
No. What do you mean?
Shall I ask it again?
Yes.
What does you going on
I don't remember what you said.
Oh, memory. What does you going on holiday semi-regularly have to do with you not remembering what you did on your 13th birthday?
Allow me to put it another way. If I went to Tenerife once in my whole life and that was the only trip I did.
What? You'd what? You'd fucking remember what you did on your 13th birthday?
No, I remember that trip to Tenerife.
Why are we talking about holidays? What has the holidays got to do with anything?
Because I'm illustrating the point that they had fuck all happening.
Point? Right, what have you got going on,
guys?
Other than holidays?
We're doing a poll. If you know what I mean, and that's it. If you know what I mean,
no, that's such an unfair poll. Your point, I know what you mean. You've used holidays as the evidence for it, but you're saying people in like the 80s had less going on than we do today, and therefore they remember there's less significant things to remember. I'm saying that's bollocks.
It's the law of diminishing returns.
But your main thing is people going to Tenerife.
Well, I've been to Tenerife. It's the best. It's an amazing water park.
Is it the one what's it called?
Siam.
Brilliant. The one you never shut up about. You fucking wheeling Siam.
I intend to go this year.
So I get what you're saying. I disagree. I think we've actually had this conversation outside the podcast before.
You disagree?
I disagree. I think people in the 80s had a lot going on.
Well, you explain why they don't remember. Why they remember everything then?
I think I said pencil earlier. I think it's the writing down things in the calendar.
Yeah,
which my mum still does. You'll have the calendar up and they'll go, see Julie for cakes.
So you really remember.
Then you're like, and they have dates are more of a thing for them because you don't have mobiles, so you don't go, I'll see you Thursday. And you had to like pencil everything in before. Like, I'm going to go see Julie at the cafe. You've got to book a month in advance of that shit back in the day. And then you just got to meet each other at the cafe. And if Julie's not there, then you're fucked. Julie might call the cafe, but from where? Maybe a phone box.
Well, so at that point, you're like,
wouldn't have had a Julie, 24th, 2019. Not that. 1982. You're constantly saying the dates in your head.
Yes. It's just one big diary.
Yeah. Whereas now, the year is kind of irrelevant. I just kind of look and go, oh, it's Tuesday. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Are you finding that time is flying past way too fast? I know it's not.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
It takes us all.
It comes for all of us. Well, now we've heard some of Charlie and I's thoughts on memory. It's time to hear from some of the greatest thinkers in the world and that have ever been. And as ever, we have miniature versions of different thinkers who are behind the curtain. Charlie, how are they doing?
They are beaming.
Beaming?
Yeah.
Oh, is it a happy one
They
today?
say they're in unison. They say, I can't remember the last time I've been this excited. And then they've all winked at me.
Oh, that's nice. There's a lot of them back there
Little
today
joke.
as well. Why are they so excited for memory?
Just because they believe it's an important part of life and that they're delighted that we're finally exploring it.
Let's get Sigmund Freud out here. Sigmund, please take it away. Memory traces are often the most powerful when they remain unconscious. So
one of his old tricks.
He's up to his old tricks. You know what Freud's like.
Can we nickname him?
Siggy,
Sigo.
Marlborough,
Monday.
Amber Leaf.
Amber. Okay.
All right, that's not confusing at all. Memory traces are often the most powerful when they remain unconscious. So the unconscious mind is more important than the conscious mind.
Right.
That's a classic Freudian point.
Worked example, please.
Freud's point is that unconscious thoughts are more important because if you bring a thought into the conscious, it means you can deal with it. And then you deal with it, and then the effect that it's having, you can alleviate by processing it.
Whereas if it's just unconscious, it's just
some
milky,
sort of trauma,
terrifying milk.
Exactly. It's terrifying curdled milk. Trauma is a bit like milk.
Right.
If you bring it out into the fridge, if you bring it from the fridge and you drink it, then it's lovely. But if you leave it in the fridge, it gets curdled and then your whole fridge smells. And the smell is your trauma. And the smell is going to make you behave like the way that you do.
All the time. Well, is he saying that like the unconscious memory, so say like you have some image of your dad or your mum, your dad's covered in like
Gravy.
sauce. Your dad's covered in gravy.
Yes.
But it's creamy gravy.
Why?
I don't know.
What have they put in the gravy?
Chicken mushroom soupy gravy. If you just consciously see your dad is covered in gravy when you're 4 years old,
yeah,
that doesn't mean much. It's like, right, fine, dad's covered in gravy. All over his groin.
Ugh.
I know, horrible.
Right.
But if it then goes, if it's conscious, it's like, well, that's a bit fucking, like, clean yourself up and get back to work, get into the garden. Whereas if it's unconscious...
Get back to work, Dad. Get that gravy off your trousers and get back to work.
Yeah. If it's unconscious, it's like become this like terrifying thing about his seed and like, life and earth and dirt and soil and kind of...
I think you're coming at it from the wrong direction.
Mess. And that's why the unconscious is more important, because you can read this like mad painting out of it rather than just dad's got gravy.
Look, I think we've confused.
Do you know what I mean?
We've confused the roast dinner with all the gravy here. I think it's more. I think you're kind of right, but I would say it's more that traumatic events or significant events, not inconsequential events like your dad having gravy on his trousers, like traumatic significant events that remain within the subconscious that aren't brought into the conscious, will have more of an effect of our behavior because that's where they can be more malignant and untreated. It's basically untreated trauma. Is kind of what it is. Not for mundane memories like, oh, dad's shoelaces were undone or my mum wore a straw hat one day, but because why would dad with gravy on his trousers ever stay in your memory at all?
I don't know, because it's just like you could see the outline of his knob.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere.
And then it's like at the
seeing
time,
daddy's gravy. If your dad dips his knob in gravy, right, that'll
get you. But even in the moment, it might be like dad's just got knob all over his gravy or gravy all over his knob.
Yeah,
So-
well, it depends how you look at it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It depends whose side you take.
yes. If you're on the roast dinner's side,
Then
then dad's got knob in the gravy.
Yeah.
Whereas if we're on the human side of it, dad's got
Gravy
gravy
on
in
the
his
knob.
knob.
I'd like to remember kind of ways to get about practical stuff, and if I could kind of
Right.
If I could
less childhood trauma.
I'd like to
more
forget, like,
which way is the Morrisons.
I don't want to remember. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to remember at times I've disappointed my family or the
but I
bad
might
things I've said.
when I watch a YouTube video on how to fix a lamp.
I'd love to remember that.
Yes,
Store
we
that in
want-
my
yes.
left arm.
No,
Whereas like,
no, you don't have to store it in your left arm.
well, if
It's
I'm
in
like
your
an
brain.
octopus, if I could put
Oh, I
all the
see,
bad
okay.
memories in like my right shin,
and then chop them off.
yes, just ignore it.
Why are we distributing memories to different parts of the octopus body?
Because I'd like to have good, just bits that I can kind of neglect, and I chop off my shin with all the bad stuff.
Okay.
and just remain.
I fear that and I don't mean to overstep here, but that adding in this kind of mad octopus metaphor has somewhat confused your point.
Indeed. Let's reverse.
You're a human. You would like to keep practical memories, but let's not even risk childhood emotional memories.
No, I don't remember any of that stuff.
Yeah, let's fucking set that off. There's probably good if it's buried deep down, and I'm not going to bring it up at any point.
I'd like to forget it entirely.
No, but I'm sure at one point I watched a YouTube video on what's the best way to paint a shed, and then one day I need to go and paint my shed, not to be confused with my memory shed, and then I'll go, oh yes, well you've got to apply the colour onto the wood first. I'm not sure how else you'd paint a shed. Yes. It seems to be the only option. Not sure what that YouTube video is particularly saying, but there's lots of mad instructional YouTube videos out there. Let's do a quick fire round of questions.
Sure.
Of quick fire memories. What was your first kiss?
Anna Jones outside the fire station. I wonder.
The fire station?
I wonder if she's listening, yeah.
Why? Because it was so raunchy.
It was just lovely.
Hated that. Raunchy.
Can we slow-mo that in the end?
Hey, Charlie, was it raunchy?
It was essentially a gift.
A gift?
She was basically just doing me a favour, by giving me my first kiss, because I was quite late to the first kiss party, and she was just... it was arranged. It was an arranged marriage of mouths.
Yeah, but I think most first kisses are... A lot are. Maybe not most.
Not all.
Mine was semi-arranged.
Well,
Mine was...
We're sad men.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, mine was, can we kiss at 4 o'clock?
Be at the fire station.
Be at the fire station?
Meet me at the fire station at 4.
It's time to smooch. Let's do this. What's her name?
Anna Jones. I think I'm okay to name her. I really loved it. And thanks so much, Anna. She won't be listening.
Why outside the fire station?
Because you need to have fire stations in cities.
Oh my God, Charlie, are you fucking serious? So is this how you want to continue the year? I go, why did you kiss her in front of the fire station? And your answer is because you have to have fire stations in cities.
Well, we have to do it somewhere. We can't do it in bloody outer space, can we?
What a brilliant podcast host. Why did you kiss her in front of the fire station? We have to do it somewhere. You've got to have fire stations in cities. I think it's the fucking law.
If you want the real truth, if you want me to get real.
Yep. You got
I think it's because it was kind of tucked away and semi-romantic.
And it was near school or
like
near?
We're in kind of King Kong.
What's it got to do with King Kong?
Because it's like we're in downtown New York.
Right.
Near the fire station.
Near the fire. I'll meet you at the fire station.
Where was your first snog?
Classroom. Yeah.
Classroom. Classroom. I was in the classroom.
I was in the classroom when I kissed her. What do you want from me? Fucking classroom. I want to know
about your first kiss.
Year 8, was it? Year 7? Year 6? Year 6? Surely it was year 6. Year 6? Yeah, I think it was year 6, a classroom. I went with a girl, I was kind of going steady with. I was like, should we,
okay,
maybe, I think it was on text where you can go like, should we kiss tomorrow?
Lovely.
Yeah, and then we did, and it was a real everyone else had left, and it was just me and her in the room, and we were both kind of pretending, because you're fucking terrified.
Yeah.
Just pretending to put our books away. Then eventually I managed to summon up the courage. I was like, all right, fuck it. And then just kind of walked off, went bye, and then kissed her, and then ran away.
On the mouth?
Yeah.
Lovely. How did it feel?
I wasn't doing my first cheek kiss.
How did it feel?
The feeling after of going, I've done my first kiss, felt a hell of a lot better than the kiss itself, which I think is true for everyone.
That's maybe the same for me, actually.
I think it's probably true for most people, unless you had either if you had a later first kiss where you can start to get into it.
Well, people say that about sex, don't they? Like the first time you have sex is often not great. Now, can I ask you a question about nostalgia?
Yes.
What do you think about it? Do you like it?
Nostalgia. I don't have much of it, I don't think.
Really?
I don't think I have lots of it.
Sad.
I have some, it is a bit sad. I have some nostalgia. Maybe I have nostalgia for uni, actually. Uni. Those were the days. Me and the boys used to tear up that town like it was nobody's business. Yeah, I got some for uni. There's some for childhood a little bit, but I don't remember a lot of my childhood, to be honest, up until maybe when I was 12 onwards, I start remembering. And do you have nostalgia for that? If you're kind of driving through Haywards Heath? No, I don't have any nostalgia for Haywards Heath. I have for Essex. I do for some places. Fine. I do. Okay, but yeah, I find that it's kind of a nostalgia is a sort of strange thing because you're kind of in mourning. You're sort of mourning. It's a sad but fond memory of the past, but you're kind of in grief. It's a sort of grief. Yeah, you're grieving the past. Yeah, okay. And actually, I think I'm a fucking constantly doing nostalgia. Yes, okay. I'm covered in it. You are covered in it because I am a kind of sentimental, sad man. Yeah. But what I find is that what are you most nostalgic for? I think it lies. I think nostalgia lies. What are you most nostalgic for? Kind of being a kid or even being childhood in general. Being a kid, or for example, a good example. I think it lies where basically you think back to the good old days, but they weren't actually good old days. They were just
they're only good because they're old. That you just kind of mourn
Like
the
what?
past. I don't know. Like I was a labourer on a building site for when I was 21, and I kind of reminisce on that in a kind of, you know, that picture of the guys sat on the girder in New York.
Yeah.
I kind of imagine that was what I was like.
You're like a lunchbox,
Yeah.
a nice hard hat, and some mates.
Yeah.
When I imagine they were throwing bricks at you.
Well, and I was in this weird semi-abusive relationship with this absolute like mad guy called
Yes.
Mike, and me and him we
Who was
built
Mike
we
to
built
you?
the Pure Gym in St Paul's.
I love that you had a hand in building the Pure Gym. Anywhere.
I was labouring there.
Yeah.
And me and Mike would kind of go around the back of St Paul's and smoke like terrifying massive spliffs,
Whilst building
and
a
I would
building.
feel mad.
Yeah.
And Mike I'd sort of be following. I'd be sort of, you know, in prison when they hold the guy's pocket.
Yes.
I'm essentially that guy holding Mike's pocket, like in a bit of a sort of scare. He went mad. He thought the government was in his head and stuff. Like he had voices in his
Was
head.
it all the joints?
He would go back to my girlfriend's at the time's house.
I hate that these are the guys that are building buildings. You and Mad Mike.
And he would
Just
piss
going
himself.
around
He'd
building
go around to my
Pure
girlfriend's
Gyms.
house and piss himself on the sofa, and then had people.
Wait,
like,
hold on. He would go around to his girlfriend's
my girlfriend's.
and piss himself.
He would like pass.
But when
out-
you did it sounds like it was. Did he go to piss
No.
and do it on purpose?
No,
It was
just
an
like-
accident.
he
He
was
passed out and weighed
He'd piss
himself.
himself on the sofa, and he would like.
How old was Mike?
I don't know. Like a bit older than me.
Okay,
bit older
fine.
than me.
Not
but
too much older than
like
you.
24 at the time, and I was 21.
Yeah. Okay.
And he was like, that was like my mate from the building site.
Yeah.
And I look back on those times really fondly, but I think at the time I felt mad, and I was in this kind of terror, like quite uncomfortable.
So in your mind, there's kind of like a gentle orange hue over
Sepia.
over a sepia thing over you two getting so fucked that you couldn't walk whilst building a building that people go
Pure
into, and then Mike pissing himself at your girlfriend's house, and you look back and go, those were the times.
I was free back then.
Yeah, do you think it's
I think it's a
sort
liar.
of a tactic of our mind in order to continue living? Because if we were too
Yeah.
constantly aware, or at least aware of the pain that these memories have caused us, maybe it's a brain tactic to look back at them kind of falsely so we can continue living.
Definitely. You don't mind if I eat a Skittle, do you?
I don't actually. I'm not sure about
Would
the
you like
viewers though. I'm all right for a Skittle, thank you. But yeah, do you think, because like false memories? Wait, deja vu. What the fuck is going on with deja vu?
Well, you said you're a bit of a victim.
I get deja vu so often that I'm scared it's meaning something.
What I'm told it is either you're having a stroke,
Yeah.
and judging by your lovely face, you're not.
Toast.
It's either you're having a stroke,
Yeah.
or it's just your brain. Well, deja vu is apparently your brain viewing the present as the past. So it's like you're kind of seeing a memory in real
Yeah.
time, which I think is actually
Have you
fucking
ever
amazing.
got deja vu of having deja vu?
Deja double deja
Double
two,
vu. Deja 2. Sometimes he's in deja 3.
deja four.
So when I get deja vu, frequently, because I love it. I fucking love it because it's mad, because part of you knows this hasn't happened before. But the experience is so legitimate that you feel like it's hard to...
It's magic.
The feeling, it's so genuine, but your brain knows it's not. So I have then kind of gone further into it, where I'm like, I'm having deja vu here, but I'm still in it. I'm like, no, this is deja vu. And then because of that, I'm going, this has happened before where I've had deja vu and I thought it's deja vu.
Yeah.
So I've had like this like triple deja vu.
What does that look like?
It's just,
No, but what is that even as a vision? What does that?
you're just going, oh, this has happened before.
Before.
No, it's going, this has happened before. No, it hasn't. This is deja vu. Wait, that's happened before.
Double deja vu. Do you remember where you were when this happened?
It's happened a few times. I had one recently. I was sat in my living room, which we were at earlier.
I guess you've been there a lot.
I've been there a lot, yeah. And I probably have. The thing is, because I get it a lot, I think I've probably had it at the exact place that I was having it then. I didn't, for a long time, know that deja vu meant that it actually hadn't happened. Do you know what I mean?
No, I thought it does. Is that what it means?
Yeah, that it hasn't happened.
It hasn't happened.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's it's your brain misfiring, thinking that the situation you're in has happened before, but it hasn't happened before.
Right.
It's not just doing, otherwise we'd have deja vu every week by sitting
what
here and doing a podcast.
That's what I was thinking.
So then you're in a constant state of deja vu. That's just routine.
It's never happened.
That's just routine.
So what's our brain? So our brain's like, oh, this.
But you know,
maybe
it's got a very distinct feeling, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Because it's your brain is it's like connecting synapses that it kind of realizes consciously are wrong.
Yeah.
You realize consciously are wrong, but unconsciously it links something. So there's the experience of doing it, but your brain is going, no, this isn't this. I haven't done this before.
Yeah.
But it's a false memory, is what it is.
It is.
It's falsely identifying that you've done this before when you haven't.
Are you concerned about your constant deja vus?
I think so. It sounds like dementia territory for me. It sounds like I'm on
I think it is an indicator of that. Apparently if you pound drugs, you're much more likely to get dementia.
What a fucking surprising fact that is.
If you don't sleep, also
if you do loads of cocaine, you might get brain damage.
Also, my friend's mum, she used to work at Channel 4, and apparently there's this lady who never left Channel 4
because she just forgot. She was working.
She didn't know
there.
how to leave the
She
building.
was just going in and out the revolving door.
No, she basically had to.
She was time to leave work. Oh, back to work. Oh, that's been a long day. Oh, back to work.
You'd think that would be hellish, but she was very passionate about media, and she basically would leave work every day. She'd wake up for work every day, go in really early for the news cycle.
Right.
And she has never left and is now, she got early onset Alzheimer's. She's in like her 50s. She's like nearly 60.
Because of what?
Because she got so little sleep that she's like...
yeah. Well, anything like that, I imagine, is just fucking your brain function.
So if I do what I did last year for the next 30 years, I'm getting dementia.
Yeah, you'll get worse than that.
Oh, what will I get?
Polio.
Do you think I could like pollute your head with false memories of me?
Yeah.
If I go like...
That's
if I make
you can't
like,
just make a face and then my memory changes.
If I subliminal like flashed onto my face some mad shit,
what's that going to do for a specific memory?
Freak
if you keep
you
going
out.
like that at me, I'm not going to think like, oh, that time that Charlie and me were having a nice time. Word, we were having a horrible time.
Maybe.
How does that work?
Maybe.
and then you go, oh, when we got ice cream together, actually, he got mint chocolate, not chocolate. You're not a fucking hypnotist, are you? You're not some sort of face contortion hypnotist.
I don't know.
Off we pop from Thinker's Corner, and it's time to get the segues. Jumping on our segues, and we're going up to
When did we
coming
get
down
segues?
to Patreon valleys. We got segues after the new year.
Right.
We did,
You
yeah.
didn't tell me.
I didn't. It was a present from Bill and Ben.
Good.
It was saying, in order for us to be better landlords and managers of the valley, we should be able to get about the valley easier.
Bill and Ben have bought us Segways.
They have, yeah.
We must pay them more. Segways are amazing, aren't they?
Kind of, yeah.
Is it
That craze kind of happened. I went on a Segway tour of Budapest.
I've never been on one. What are they like?
A Segway?
Like a scooter?
Surprisingly intuitive.
Terrifying?
No. Surprisingly intuitive.
Segway. And what's that got to do with segwaying from one point to another?
I wonder if Segways were based on Segway, the word. I think they
Let's
probably
just,
were.
like, just shoot over to this fruit shop.
Yeah.
From the
Yeah, a
factory.
Segway isn't like, I'm not going to go from Norwich to Hull in it, but I might go from the corner shop to
Your church.
my church.
And
that's very much a segue.
I mean,
If I went from the church to the graveyard, no, that's too close. If I went from the church to the fruit store, that would be, Andrew's segueing off to the fruit store if I say goodbye to the church. Whereas
Yeah.
if I was like, I'm off to Birmingham tomorrow, you wouldn't suggest that was
you're
a
getting
segue.
the bus or the train.
Yes, but that wouldn't be a segue. It would be a journey.
Now, if you saw a vicar on a Segway on
Yes.
his way to church,
Yeah.
are you more likely to convert?
No. This is from Ryan Hill, Go Very Far. Not sure what's happened there.
Shout out to him. I think you probably named him.
Ryan Hill, I will go very far. Does
Or
sound like
he
it.
will go very, very far.
Ryan
He'll go very far.
Yeah. Will. Anyway. Hi, lovely boys. Do either of you have any funny stories where forgetting something has had a major consequence?
I do. I have a bad one.
Would you like to say it?
I would.
And
If
please,
I must.
please
Thank
do.
you for your question, Ryan. Basically, when my first house out of uni, it's not really my fault this, but I guess I did forget to tell her.
Yeah.
We had this very eccentric but lovely lady called Carol who lived upstairs. We lived in
Right.
a very small flat. The tiniest flat you ever did see. It was fucking tiny.
You ever did see? What are you doing right now?
The tiniest flat.
You ever did see? Are you writing like a 90s children book? Children's book.
We lived in a tiny flat.
It was the tiniest flat you ever did see. No one could see it. Not you, nor me.
It was honestly like tiny. The flat. It was fucked.
Yeah, we fucking got that.
It was
a small flat.
It was a very small flat.
Karen lives above.
Very small flat, and Carol lived above us.
Yeah.
And it was in this tiny little building.
Stop saying it was the building was small.
I'm
man.
telling you, I
I'm
could
gonna
have
fucking
had
kill
all
you.
my limbs in all the rooms if I wanted.
You can imagine all your limbs in all the rooms. Oh, my arms in the
I
kitchen
could have-
now. Oh,
I
look,
could-
my
I
legs in
could
the,
have,
my
if I
legs in the
wanted to.
bathroom.
If
Oh
I-
no, look, my head's in the wardrobe.
If I wanted to, I could have had my left leg out the front door, my left arm.
No, you couldn't.
I could have done. I
Bullshit.
swear, it was so tiny.
You could
My-
not have had a limb in every room.
I'll show you the video.
Yeah.
And my left leg could have been through the front door, my left arm through the kitchen, my head in the toilet, my right arm in my room, my right leg in my
How many
mate's
people
room.
were living there?
2. It was
Okay,
fucking... and at the time, we loved it, and I still do now, but it was too small for a normal life.
Yeah.
That was when we did Wee Poppers.
Okay, fine.
You can imagine the vibes.
Okay.
It was like a toy town. And basically, At that house, there were some issues with the pipes where
No shit.
there was some the pipes were not working properly.
Right.
And it meant that Carol couldn't have a shower because the pipe or the kind of strength of the division between our flat and Carol's
Yeah, okay.
was not strong.
She just couldn't have a shower at any point.
Not for like a day or two.
Okay.
Anyway,
Carol showered.
I forgot to tell her this.
Yeah.
Because our
Why would you know? What?
Our
Sorry.
landlady told me to tell the lady above
That she cut. That
she's not allowed to shower for like the day.
Right. So hold on. Confusing. Her water works.
The water works.
Yeah. Hold on. Her water works. Carol's water works, but you in your tiniest flat that anyone ever did see were told that Carol shouldn't shower, regardless of even though her water works. She shouldn't use it
because she might fall through the fucking roof.
She might fall through the roof. And then she said, "Tell Carol this information."
She said, "Tell Carol this."
And did you forget?
No, I forgot to tell Carol. I mean, Carol had a shower, and then the whole fucking look at this.
Did Carol fall through the roof?
No, but there you go. That's what I mean.
That's not
the front
Carol,
door.
is it?
No, that's Isaac. That's the front door. That's his room. Do you know what I mean? I could have had it. I could have had it at my feet.
No, you can, but fine.
I think I could.
Right, it's a destructive bathroom. Did she fall through the roof?
No, but I had to run upstairs and be like, Carol,
don't use the
Carol,
shower.
Get out of the shower. And she thought that the world was falling under her feet. She said she had to sit on her bed for a while. She had like a heart thing.
So why didn't she fall through? It just kind
Because
of
I think
caved in a bit. And she
just got out. Like it didn't completely go wrong, but she could have. If Carol and I was in the bathroom when that started happening, so I could have had Carol land on my head, naked Carol.
It's literally a scene in Marty Supreme, actually, when they come through bath on bath. Well, that was a silly thing to do, Charlie, and it did have major consequences.
But Barney, is it Ryan?
Ryan.
But Ryan.
Barney.
But Ryan, it's not really my fault, and it shouldn't have been my responsibility to tell the fucking lady. My landlady should have told her landlady, or landlord, or landlorddom, that basically that Carol shouldn't have showered. I'm a fucking little boy.
If I had to deliver very important, vital tenant information, I wouldn't go through you and your mate who live in the box downstairs. Let's tell those boys who are putting a limb in every different room because it's so small in there. They'll tell Carol, won't they? Yeah, they seem like good, honest fellas who are going to be detailed enough to remember to do that.
And she tried to fuck us for the deposit as well.
Fair enough, man.
Amelia.
Well, you should have told Carol. In fairness, she should have. The landlord
I shouldn't have
or
told
lady.
fucking Carol.
You should have, but it shouldn't have been your responsibility to tell Carol. The most traumatic time is I used to have a beanie baby called Chocolate, and he was a moose. I would love to take credit for the naming of that, but TY took care of that for me.
TY?
It's a toy company.
Oh, I thought it was like
Trini
Yuleberry or something, your mate.
Yes, because I was friends with a Trini Yuleberry when I was about 3.
And she took the bloody name off me.
Charlatan. Yeah, Trini Yuleberry named my cuddly toy Chocolate, and I went, Trini!
Okay, you had Moose.
You Yuleberries always have to take things away from us Kerwins, don't you?
Oh, Chocolate Moose. I thought it was like a kind of racial thing.
Why would it be racial?
I thought you were kind of doing some weird thing where you were naming your brown moose Chocolate as a kind of like racial.
Did you think I was talking about an actual moose, like a pudding, or
I think you were talking about a cuddly toy, which is the moose.
A moose?
Yeah.
So Chocolate because it's brown.
I thought you were doing it as like a racial thing because it looked...
I wouldn't say you can racially profile a moose.
It's hot water.
It might be tepid water. So I had a moose, a small beanie baby. Do you know what Beanie Baby is? Never heard of Beanie Babies?
I've heard of them.
Okay. I have heard of them. Please continue. I will be listening, and I have at least some basic information of the point you're saying. Do go on, Andrew. We're fucking intense creep in the corner. And yes, what do you have to say about that? So, I had a Beanie Baby who was a moose called Chocolate. He was my favourite. I fucking loved him. I was Beanie Baby mad.
Okay. Are they just literally toys?
Yeah, cuddly toys.
Mass-produced toys.
Mass-produced toys,
Great.
But each one of them is special.
Its own flavour. In your case, chocolate.
Chocolate, precisely. But yeah, I had loads. I was obsessed with them. I get them every Christmas. Had a I was a big Beanie Baby head. I've actually got some that I think my mum used to have backups for all of mine because if I'd lose one, I would go fucking bonkers.
Right.
If I lost Chocolate, I think it would be the end of my life.
How old were you at this time?
I had Chocolate for a while, but I imagine I was around 6 at this point.
Yeah.
So it was reasonable.
Right.
But she had backups, which I think she still has now. And they're worth a pretty penny nowadays because they discontinued Beanie Babies and there were some freaks who would pay thousands of pounds for them.
Right.
So they're not getting fucking chocolate. They can fuck off.
Did you do anything weird with Chocolate? Not like sexual, but like, did you like cuddle him?
I used to suck my thumb and put his antler in my nose.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Is that a bit much?
No.
Suck your thumb and put his antler in your nose.
Yeah.
How old are you?
6, I've just
That's
said.
a bit much.
That's not fucking much.
I think it is. I didn't even have any cuddly toys. You'd be shocked to hear. I had Albert the rabbit, and I tried to make him mine, and I didn't even like him in the
And he
end.
chose another owner. I tried to make him mine. Not even the cuddly toys want to stay with me. That's pathetic. That's fucking awful. You would have an imaginary friend called Linda who lived at the bottom of your bed to
Amanda.
beat Amanda who stayed at the bottom of your bed to, at least mine were grounded in reality. You probably could have used some cuddly toys. I think it would have made you feel a bit better.
Get fucked, mate.
Fuck you, man. Fuck
you, mate.
Fuck you, man.
So, who else you had apart from chocolate?
I had, now this one is, oddly, you've said a racial thing.
You haven't got like fucking like.
I had Bongo the monkey. It is racial. That is bad.
That is bad, yeah.
I had Bongo the monkey.
Hey, it was a different
These
type.
were in less enlightened days.
It wasn't like a gollywog, was it?
No, it was a monkey. It was a lovely, sweet monkey.
Right, why was he called Bongo?
I don't know.
Is that a racial thing?
I think it's not amazing. I don't think it's fantastic. Nor should I be chastised about it.
Who should be?
The owner of
Your
TY.
invigilators.
My exam invigilators from GCSE.
Oh, what?
Yes, they should be cast.
Wait, TY, the company, sold the monkey called Bongo immediate from the shop.
Yes. Where? What do you think I'm doing with these?
Wait.
Where do you think I'm getting them from?
I didn't realise that you just bought pre-named monkeys. That's pretty sad. Well, so there's just like a million kids like you, just like factory farm kids, just Bongo. I love you, Moose.
Chocolate.
I love you, Chocolate. I love you, Bongo. It's like all these like.
Do you think every cuddly toy is just produced for that special child? Where did you get the toy, Mummy? Well, a stork brought it down and it's just for you. Probably fuck it is. It's a bit like it. Oh, what? There's more than one of them in the world?
No.
That's not very fucking special, is it? Well, there's another kid over there who's got a monkey called Bongo and it's the same one. Who cares?
No, but what I'm saying is.
It's who you make them.
What? But could you not have changed its name to like Anthony?
I could have. But to be honest, the names were generally 10 out of 10. You can't change Chocolate Mousse or anything. That's a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, fine.
Name.
But
That's
Bongo's a
10 out of
bit
10.
much.
Yeah, okay. I had Pounce.
Did he have drums?
No. I had Pounce the cat.
Classic.
Sneaky the leopard.
Lovely.
And I can't remember the others, but there were more.
Okay.
Chocolate was my favourite one. He was the go-to.
Right.
Because I also really loved
He
chocolate.
wasn't a goat though, was he? He was a monkey. It was a he was a moose.
I was going to give you a high five for that, but you don't deserve it. There was... he was my favourite. I also loved chocolate mousses at the time. So I had a mousse called Chocolate that I loved, and I was also big into chocolate mousse.
But you've since fallen out of favour with them.
I have a bit, yeah, if I'm honest.
Right.
I'm not as big on chocolate mousses as I am
Actual mousses.
as I was. Yeah, but he was my favourite, and we were in the garden centre, and I was with Chocolate, and I was looking at all of the Beanie Babies going, wow, this is amazing.
You ain't shit.
This is unbelievable. It was just like, just seeing them all. I'm a big fan of them. I love them all. And then we then went round the other bits of the garden centre. We then left. We were in the car, and I just felt around, and then I realised I didn't have Chocolate, and I just went, stop the car! Chocolate! And then my dad went fucking brakes, and then we literally, because they all knew how much of a fucking disaster this would be if I lost Chocolate. Like, did a fucking U-turn, put the fucking nitro on, back to the garden centre. Where do you think you've left it? And I went, I think I've left him in the chocolate mousses of the fucking Beanie Baby section. So I was like, someone might pick him up. And then my one's gone. That's a fucking disaster.
Would you have known if you'd
Well, so I ran through the garden centre screaming and crying. And then... Stop the sales. Don't let anyone in or out.
Lock the doors.
Not the door. Not the door?
Lock the
Not the
doors.
door. I thought you went, not the door. Like some guy's going out with a door. Not the door. Ran to where the Beanie Babies were, and there was Chocolate
might be disguised as a door.
There he was, because he was so fucking ratty and fucked up. It was very obvious which one he was, and no one had picked up that one.
Yeah, I would have thought so. He's
he
always
was
got
still
like
there.
kind of cum and fucking bogies.
How dare you say cum in the same sentence as we talk about Chocolate, my Beanie Baby toy? There was no cum on Chocolate, you horrible man.
Well, there was bogies and blood on him then.
There were bogies on him 100%.
I would have hated to be Chocolate.
Okay. No one asked you to be, you bell end. And that's, now that we've made our...
What happened? Did you burn Chocolate in a fire or anything? How did you like?
No, he's still around.
Is he?
Yeah. My mum's got him.
I tried to fall in love with my rabbit, my Albert rabbit.
The cuddly toy.
And at age like 20, I was like, maybe I can pick this back up.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be nice and kind of cute. I'm glad I didn't take to him, but I never wanted him. I never cared.
You never. So you were disinterested in your cuddly toy. That's weird.
It is a bit, isn't it?
I'm too obsessed with mine, but that's weird.
If I came to yours and burnt chocolate?
I'd fucking kill you, man.
Really?
That would be a horrible thing to do. What's something that you hold that you cherish of your childhood?
My little box. I've got a box at home with which is I used to keep my cigarettes in. You know.
Well, that's not lovely at all.
wait. I used to.
If you come and burn my ashtray, I'll be really annoyed. Oh, don't come and burn my condoms. That's not. That's horrible.
Well, that's what I can think of. My black box. My black box.
All right, if I came and burned that, how would you feel? There you go, yes, because it's a cigarette box from when you were probably 17. Not from when you're... that's not a childhood memory.
You know, when I used to smoke cigarettes, I used to hide in the hedge.
In a hedge?
I used to hide in my garden.
Go in a hedge?
I used to hide in my garden hedge.
And then there was just this smoke coming out of a fucking
that
hedge.
hedge is a bit weird.
That hedge is a bit weird. Your parents are going, well, Charlie's clearly had a fag in the hedge again.
I used to spray links into my own mouth afterwards to make sure I didn't smell of cigarettes.
Why didn't you bring toothpaste?
I didn't. I wasn't going to do
Didn't
the job.
think about it.
I had to go the whole hog. Links Africa straight into my mouth.
Mouthwash is so much more effective than...
Is it?
Yes, it is. Of course it is. To make your mouth smell more normal rather than deodorant. Was it roll-on? Fuck me. Well, now that was our little dive into Patreon Valley, and I hope we've answered all of your questions about memory, and it actually concludes most of our discussion about memory. I feel that this might have been the least we've ever discussed a topic.
No, it's not.
do you think we've covered the topic sufficiently?
You know what?
I think...
Hey, Andrew, I don't remember.
Oh! This whole episode is a false memory. You are not seeing it.
No, you are. Thank you very much for listening and subscribing.
And now we're going to go up into our pieces pasture, of which we've written some pieces to sum up our thoughts about memory. And that's that, isn't it?
That's all we have.
that's all there is. Okay, this is my piece, and it's called Memory.
Who's it by?
Andrew.
Kerwin?
No, I'll go with my mother's maiden name, Andrew Bowles.
Wow.
Mine's Charlie Plates.
Kroll.
It's not good enough.
Charlie Kroll. No, that's my actual...
Is it?
Kroll.
You're lying.
Swear on my life.
Pinky? Kroll and Bowles.
Charlie Kroll and Andrew Bowles.
Yeah, Crowley.
The Kroll Bowls.
It's the
Where Bowles and
the
Kroll.
Crowley Bowls coming down. Yeah, we'll be down. Yeah, we'll pop in if we desire to.
Crowley Bowles sounds like quite a warty combination. We sound like we got warts.
We sound like the evil, disgusting children in a Roald Dahl book.
Yeah.
Oh, don't go down the Crowley Bowls.
Yeah.
They have moldy moles.
We sound like the twits.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah. This is Memory by me. The thing that really riled him up was that he couldn't remember what he couldn't remember. He knew he was a forgetful person and was bound to have forgotten things that he should have remembered, which only made the feeling worse. It got so bad that he'd be getting the bus to his office on a Tuesday, enjoying his topical news podcast and the gentle hiss of the fog rising around the windows of the bus, when he'd suddenly remember that he couldn't remember what it was he'd forgotten. The anxiety would envelop him. Was it something to do with work? He did have that presentation today. A family member's birthday? Had he forgotten to take his heart medication? No, his heart was fine. It was his brain that was faulty. He started asking everyone on the bus if they could remember what it was that he'd forgotten. As expected, he was greeted with a mix of concern and rejection. None of them, though, serving to jog his memory. He stumbled off the bus at the next stop, frantically searching for the lost information among the disinterested faces passing him by. He realised these strangers couldn't help him, so he sat on the curb and ripped his notepad from his rucksack. He started scribbling down everything that he remembered, sparing nothing. Surely if he wrote everything, then what was missing would reveal itself. He remembered being under a Christmas tree, the pines scattered across the floor, with Radio 2 murmuring something in the background. He remembered catching his finger in the brakes of a bike, how brightly coloured the blood was, and as he wrote, he rubbed a scar that had persisted to this day. He remembered his first pet coming home, in the moment she died, his first taste of chocolate and hearing confusing jazz for the first time. He remembered the wooden brown of his first kiss's eyes, and the smell of gravy as she later dumped him in the canteen. He remembered his mother's sunken face as his car pulled out the family's home driveway, the terror and excitement of being able to choose his own curtains, and the coldness of the office he worked at today. He was all caught up now, up to date. He pored over the paper, remembering it all, every pinch of pain, every pang of joy, but still couldn't summon what it was that he was forgetting. He couldn't face the day in front of him without remembering what he'd forgotten, so he walked back with his head bowed, cursing the forgetful mist that was accumulating around his ankles. He reached the door and leant on it, trying to sigh out the frustration at another day ruined by something he forgot to remember. It was time to go in. Give up. So he rummaged around in his rucksack for his... yeah, that's it. He'd forgotten his keys, hadn't he? The silly cunt. What a stupid little forgetful silly boy he was. It was his keys all along. His keys! His keys!
Lovely. Well, thank God he found them.
Thank God he found them. You see, sometimes you're just forgetting something simple. Stop digging around for all the shit in the past.
What I liked a lot from that story was the idea of writing down everything you ever remembered.
Yes, in order to remember the thing that you've forgotten.
What would that look like, do you think?
It would be a far too detailed autobiography.
Yeah.
It would be the most long, boring autobiography possible.
I went to the shop.
Well, what? It'll be a diary, but a retrospective diary.
Yeah.
If that's even a thing. It'll be the most long, boring documentary.
It would be a diary, wouldn't it? That's true.
Yeah.
I still like the idea of that, though. And I liked the man. I felt sorry for the man, actually.
Me too, yeah.
I thought that he... it was quite Christmas carol-y for a while until he found his keys.
It was, yeah.
That was the point, though, wasn't it?
That was the point.
He did us hook, line, and sinker. I actually didn't think... I thought it was going to be one massive sad one.
No.
But
he found his keys at the end.
Yes.
Sometimes the thing that you're remembering is less significant than the thing that you're forgetting.
What's the worst thing you've ever forgotten?
The worst thing? Well,
yeah.
I think we kind of covered chocolate in the my Beanie Baby in the garden centre.
Have you ever forgotten, like, Elle's birthday?
No, I've never forgotten anyone's birthday, I think.
That's a pretty heartbreak. I forgot my mum's birthday once, and we've still... There's this voice message that I left on our home landline, and it's the most pathetic
Is it still there?
Yeah, they kept it. They kept it, because it was a kind of... It's a memorial to how pathetic it was. It was like... It was honestly verbatim. Hello, this is the world's worst son.
Oh my God.
I'm really sorry.
Yeah, that's horrible.
I'm like 23 when I did this.
It's not good.
It's bad.
Charlie, please, your piece.
My piece is called Memory.
Yeah.
And it's by me. And it's actually about you, Andrew.
Brilliant.
It's a bit of it's a foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing.
It was official. Andrew had Alzheimer's. We join him at his local GP. A serious man with grey hair and grey glasses addresses him across a thick maple desk. A desk fit for serious conversations like the one you're about to hear. The doctor's name is Mr. Duncan, but Andrew always insisted on calling him Doc. What did you say, Doc? Did I stutter? You've got Alzheimer's, mate, Mr. Duncan retorted. But I'm only 29.
28.
This is a year away.
Brilliant. Yeah, sure. That was purposeful, wasn't it?
You haven't got Alzheimer's yet.
Okay.
You can have it in a year.
Okay.
You've got a serious case, the early onset, son. Oh, God. Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. Yeah, I know what you mean. I really don't need this. Can you double check, Doc? Listen, son. I've checked. And I've checked again. Your brain's porridge. Your brain's porridge. What do I do, Doc? Listen, it's not all bad. Sometimes Alzheimer's can actually be quite handy. Handy? More like brainy. Are you finished?
Not bad.
Sorry, Doc. Please continue. Well, you're always telling me about how bad you are with names. Now you've got an excuse. It's the perfect crime. What? Think about it. Now you can do whatever you want. You're finally free, Andrew. No one can tell you off or anything. You've literally got Alzheimer's, mate. You're golden. Yeah? Yeah. If you forget to do something or be somewhere, it's not your fault, is it, mate? Right. Yeah, okay. Andrew began to smile. Get out there. Cause some havoc. Yeah. You're right, Doc. You're untouchable. It's the perfect crime. Untouchable. The perfect crime. Andrew shouted before Sim walking into the wall. Thank you.
Do you think I sound like one of the Cray twins?
By the way, that impression is not of someone with Alzheimer's. That's Andrew's voice. No, I just think you've got...
You think I'm a Cockney man with a lisp?
Yeah. Who spent a long time in Sussex.
So that was a conversation between me and my doctor about my early onset of dementia, Alzheimer's, but the fact that me going, this is a bad thing, but the doctor reframing it and going, no, you can get away with murder.
Oh, yeah.
I would have liked to maybe have seen what I got away with.
We don't know.
Are you predicting that I'm going to get Alzheimer's? Is this because of the deja
Who's
vu?
more likely to get it, me or you?
Me.
Do you think?
I think I kind of look like a guy who might get Alzheimer's or dementia. I feel like there's something quite Kerwin-y about dementia. I don't know why.
Really?
I don't know why.
Mine's a bit more heart. My family's a bit more heart conditioning.
Right.
I've been told that that's a risk.
Okay.
Heart and cancer.
At the risk of this getting a bit too serious at the end of the podcast, you've done a positive spin on
I have.
Alzheimer's. So I look forward to having that conversation.
You can do what you like now.
I can.
And to be fair, with Alzheimer's, I mean, I'm not to make light of it. Your granny literally had it, as you said earlier. So we're not here to mock it.
No.
But the only
When you're
positive
young,
benefit is you can therefore get away. You know, if you're holding it against somebody for forgetting your birthday and they've got Alzheimer's, you're a wanker.
I know, but if I actually had Alzheimer's, then I can't really enjoy having Alzheimer's because I can't remember to cause mischief.
Is there a sweet spot where you can? Is there like a week long?
The sweet spot is I don't have it and I say I have it. Because then I can cause mischief, and whilst remembering the mischief,
Right.
I might go to do a prank. I might be like, what do you call it? Hoisting up a big paint pot, so that when you walk past, I drop it on you,
and then
what the
hell?
You're covered in paint. I go, I've got Alzheimer's.
Let's workshop that one.
No, that is how.
Ow, what the fuck?
Yeah, you're covered in red
What are
paint.
you doing?
Why am I here?
You
What's
okay?
going on? Where am I?
Hey, it's Charlie.
Why
What's
are you
up?
covered in paint?
Because you did it, but clearly
What?
something's happening.
I'm sorry, I've got Alzheimer's. I don't think that was me.
No problemo. You
Okay.
told your mum?
That I've got Alzheimer's? No, I forgot to.
I don't lament you for that because you have.
Thank you for not
Alzheimer's.
lamenting me. It's very nice to not be lamented. Yeah, okay, I see it. Well, thank you. It's good to see the positives in my imminent dementia / Alzheimer's decline. Charlie, what have you learned from this episode about memory?
I've learned that I would quite like to, if I could sort of cast off useless memories. Well, I've learned not to trust my memory.
Yeah.
Because it's very emotional.
Yeah. Keep the practical
stuff. Keep kind of road signs, landmarks,
YouTube
maths,
instructional YouTube videos,
cooking stuff.
Yeah.
But lose all the kind of baggage of like, I shouldn't have said that to my dad.
Don't try and remember your childhood.
Yeah, fuck
remember
all that
how
off.
to build a shed.
Exactly. Become a kind of computer.
Yes, okay.
Access my mind, graduate my mind shed into a mind kind of cottage.
Well, I've learned to have a positive spin on my imminent Alzheimer's diagnosis, which is nice to go into the new year with. Maybe enjoy the deja vu a bit more. You know, I do enjoy it. It's a bit fucking fun. You know, say ho to the consequences.
Rather than
hey to the consequences. I'm saying ho. Hey would be like, I'm welcoming the consequences. Whereas ho, I'm going, to hell with you consequences.
Oh, fine. So you love it.
Ho is ho.
Okay.
Say boo to nanny. Ho to the consequences.
Okay. Deja vu is amazing. I mean, a life full of, if it's just constant deja vu,
yeah.
would you like that?
No, that would be a nightmare.
It's kind of a constant dream world, I guess.
Yeah, it'll be horrible to live in. Absolutely horrible. But enjoy it when it comes around.
It might be a nice, great equalizer if all our memories were totally wiped and we were all goldfish people. It would be quite good in terms of no toxic competition. None of us remember or know anything. I wouldn't mind that.
Love you, Charlie.
Love you too.
See you next week.
Charlie investigate, they're gonna find the truth and tell you straight. They're exploring themselves and the universe, and it's spoiled, Charlie's even worse. The meaning of life, they're gonna find out. So sit back and listen, you big trout. That's it up from me anyway. What the bloody hell? They're investigating today.